This is Political Science for class 12th, and we are continuing the chapter Challenges of Nation Building, and the topic is Reorganization of States. Reorganization of states means to reorganize, to resettle the states, especially when we got independence from Britishers and after the merger of princely states. But the problem was not over yet, okay, as the process of a nation building did not come to an end with partition and then integration of princely states. Now another challenge was there, and the challenge was to draw the internal boundaries of the Indian states. We know we have the boundaries, na UP, Bihar, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand. We have internal boundaries outside international boundaries and inside internal boundaries for dividing the states for various purposes, mainly the administrative purposes. Okay. So it was not just a matter of administrative divisions, but the boundaries had to be drawn in such a manner that the linguistic and cultural plurality of the country could be reflected without affecting the unity of the nation. Okay, we know we are known for unity in diversity because many people having many or speaking many languages, following many culture, religions, etc., but living all together in British regions. Okay, so now the boundaries had to be redrawn now. So initially it was decided that the state boundaries would be drawn on lingual basis. Lingual means language. A particular language speaking by majority in British provinces, the states were known as provinces earlier, should be the basis for reorganization of the states. And it was recognized also as a basis of reorganization in Nagpur session of Congress before independence in 1920. And after independence, our leaders felt that it would not be easy to do so, as it would disturb, okay, in various ways. So it was postponed. But the people were told earlier that after the independence, the states would be reformed on lingual basis. So in many areas, the people started agitating, protesting. All right. In Telugu speaking areas especially. Okay, that was the Madras province. Madras state you can say, but that Madras province. Now Tamil Nadu, the parts of Andhra Pradesh, Kerala and Karnataka. These were the part earlier of Madras province or state. Then the Vishal Andhra movement demanded that Telugu speaking areas should be separated from the Madras province, and it led to a lot of disturbance in that region. And many legislators also resigned, and finally Prime Minister had to announce the formation of separate Andhra state in the year 1952. Okay, so this was the first step. Now this led to the spread of such struggle in other parts also. So as a result, the government had to appoint a state reorganization commission. Commission means group of learned, knowledgeable people for a particular issue to study, observe and report about the situation, to tackle the situation. So for such problem related to the formation of states on the basis of language or lingual basis, the State Reorganization Commission was appointed by the government in the year 1953. Please remember. And this was to look into the question of redrawing the boundaries of states. And then it reported that the boundaries should reflect the different languages. Okay, and on this basis only the State Reorganization Act was passed. Act means that was a rule now. Yes, the boundaries will be redrawn on the basis of language only. Then this act was formed on the basis of the report submitted by the commission known as State Reorganization Commission, and after 3 years in 1956 this act was passed, and as a result initially the formation of 14 states and 6 union territories took place, and it was a wise decision. Alright, and for this reason only we are known popularly as unity in diversity. But children, this did not mean that all the states immediately became the linguistic states. No, for example, Bombay state was the example of bilingual state where 2 languages were spoken mainly, Marathi and Gujarati. Then there also agitation started taking place. So after agitation, the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat were created in 1960. Okay, so Gujarat was carved out from Maharashtra, not Maharashtra, Bombay state. Earlier it was Bombay state, and out of Bombay state, Maharashtra and Gujarat were created in 1960. Then we take the example of Punjab. In Punjab also there were many languages being used, and then in 1966 the territories of Haryana and Himachal Pradesh were carved out. Then in case of Assam, Meghalaya was carved out in 1972 along with Manipur and Tripura. Okay, from which state earlier, which province? Assam. Then the states of Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh were carved out in 1987, and Nagaland had become a state much before that, that is in 1963. Okay, so we see at various times many new states were coming into existence with this demand of language. But later on it was realized and felt that only language did not remain the sole basis. Later, demands on regional culture, imbalance in the field of development are raised. And Uttarakhand, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, these are the examples of such demands other than language, and they were created in which year our state was formed? It was formed in the year 2000. And after that, Telangana in 2013. And the demand is still going on and on. Okay, like Vidarbha in Maharashtra, Harit Pradesh, Bundelkhand and Purvanchal in Uttar Pradesh, Bodoland in Assam, Gorkhaland in West Bengal, etc. So this is about the reorganization of states. Thank you.